What can we talk about? Like life hard and expensive, you know? Life is really hard and expensive. Do you believe that a woman can change a guy? Like change how he acts and stuff like that? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Zoran. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. As you can see from the title, it's going to be somewhat of a chill video. Well, it's not somewhat, child. It is a chill video, okay? As you can see, I'm all dressed for bed. I'm in my bed right now, and the only thing that's left for me to do is throw on my bonnet, but I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna look too raggedy on camera. Let me just, be a little bit more, presentable. So that is why I'm not in my bonnet, but I'm really prepped and dressed for bed right now, okay? If you are new here, I am a PCA, a patient care associate. I currently work in the hospital. On my channel, I'll document like lifestyle, content, girl talk, advice, sip and paint, chit chat, like what I'm doing right now. And I will also be sharing my nursing journey. So you'll hear me talk about work or share tips or advice about work, but that is what I do currently. But the end goal is a nurse practitioner or a travel nurse, something along that line, okay? So if that's what you're interested in, then don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment and share my content so that, someone who is interested in this kind of video could also be notified as well and be a part of the family too. All right, so without further ado, let me just hop right into the video and let's just talk. Okay, so this video is going to be bare chattings. Forgive me if I sound like I'm whispering. I'm kind of under the weather. I recently started having a cough, so I'm not feeling well, and right now I have a bowl of chicken soup, so I'm gonna be drinking my soup while I talk to you. That's how unfiltered this is, okay? I didn't want to pop on here with just the bowl and the plates in my hand like, oh my god, this girl didn't even welcome us. But yeah, the soup probably cold. Hold on. No, it's not. So it's chicken soup. It's the one that I have in the tin. So yeah, I'm really giving old lady vibe right now. But yeah, I have actual chicken soup in the refrigerator, but I've been drinking that for some time. So I said, you know what, let me just get a different taste. The first thing I'm going to talk to you guys about is work. I wanted to come on here and do my makeup and talk to you guys or do something, because I didn't just want to come talk so. You understand? But I said, you know what, let me just do something. But I wanted it to be natural. If you know me, I'm very authentic. I'm not going to come on here in a full beat makeup just to go to my bed or to wipe it off after. No, I'm not gonna do that. I would come on here in a bonnet if I must, but I'm saying, let's try to switch it up and have clean videos for you guys. The only reason why I didn't do my makeup is because when I think about it, for starters, I dislike doing makeup because I hate the removal process. I don't like my face feeling like it's clogged up. I don't know. I just feel like makeup kind of make my face feel... I feel like my face is not breathing when I have on makeup. Or I feel like I'm irritating my skin if I put makeup on. That's just my take. I love wearing makeup when I'm going out and stuff. But apart from that, I will beat my natural skin all day, every day over makeup. And then two, it's night. It's probably what, 7 p.m.? 7 p.m. Friday. It's 95. It's not 95 degrees either way, baby. It's cold. You see me in my snugs? It's really giving cuddle time, okay? Like last night, I heard the wind blowing and I was like, oh my god, what is that? Oh gosh, not the eardrop, not the soup. Listen, like I said, it's gonna be unfiltered and I'm gonna just be talking all over the place. So it's very much unscripted. I'm just gonna be talking. It's gonna feel like a call, okay? So, what was I saying? Yeah, I was talking about the fact that I didn't want to do my makeup. Because for one, I'm just gonna go to my bed right after. I was gonna wait until I'm actually like doing something or going somewhere to do my makeup, but I'm not gonna wait. So I said, you know what, let me just do it. I was gonna do sip and paint, but then when I realized that I may have to start out my paint and get my paintbrush and get the products and the stuff and draw, I was like, that's too much. that's just way too much. And I said, you know what, let me just go and drink a bowl of soup. As I was saying about work, I'm still in my orientation process. It's actually 6 weeks for orientation. So 6 weeks for orientation, and I don't really love the shift that I'm on. So I'm on 7 to 3 or 7 to 3:30. On good days I'll leave at 3, on a bad day I'll leave exactly 3:30. I felt overwhelmed the other day. Like, I was literally talking to a nurse and my colleague, and I was like, I feel so bad. Like, these people are bullying us because it's like, because we're orienting, they literally, if the nurse will come and be like, hey, could you do an EKG for me on that patient, or oh, could you do a blood draw on this patient, or oh, could you do this, or could you do that, they'll fill me up with stickers or labels or whatnot. I'll say, yeah, I'll do it and whatever. Then I'll literally hear and see the nurse go to a PC or, you know, my coworker and say, hey, could you do an EKG on this person? And they're like, okay, cool. And then they come to me right after while I'm doing a blood draw. I'm like, you said to the nurse, okay, so why you come to me for? Like, you can't do it? I mean, yes, I get that I'm orienting and you want me to have the experience and the practice, but when are you gonna do something? You know what I mean? Like, you see that I'm getting my practice in by doing blood work. Like, you can do the EKG, and if you know, EKGs are something that should be done at a good time, because it's really to see, you know, what if someone has you know, MI or something going on. Like, you need to know what is really up with that person. So you don't want to wait until I'm done drawing blood to go do a patient, but that's how they're doing it. So for the past 6 weeks, they are coming to work, sitting down and just telling me what to do all day, every day. And sometimes they come off the floor, nowhere to be found. Sometimes I'm like, wait, I'm the only one on the floor? Like, am I not new? What if something is happening that I don't know, you know? But like, they suck. They really suck. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, oh my god. I left the nursing home for the hospital and it's just the same thing. And I was like, I was overwhelmed. I had to talk to my mom, my partner, my other friend, and I was just like venting to them because I'm really trying to hold my composure. I don't want to try to create animosity already. Let me just, you know, easy back. However, I plan to talk to my instructor and let her know, just in case, like, only if I see, like, after my orientation and they still bullying me, like giving me a lot of stuff to do, even when they see me doing something, and then I may say, you know what, hey, don't ask me why my spoon's so tiny. At first I took up a big spoon and I'm like, Jesus, the people are gonna say, we're going to get a big old spoon. So I said, let me just get a smaller spoon. So that's why everything's falling off the spoon. But so far, I love the experience. I really love the fastness of everything because I've been working in the triage department. So my emergency department is split into, I don't know if that's the case for all hospitals. It should be, or it should be similar, but how my facility is, you have triage, cardiac trauma, fast track, step down, A side, B side, peds, observation. You know, we have different units or departments in that, within that one emergency section. You get what I'm trying to say? So I don't just work in one area every day, all day, and I get bored. No. So today I may be working B side and I have to watch. Like, B side includes people who you have to watch, like, you know, so you will find a lot of BHAs there to watch. I think BHA stands for behavioral health aides or something like that. So these are for people who wants to leave the hospital but they can't, so you have to really watch them and stuff like that, or monitor them. Then you have a lot of people who's waiting to see a doctor and stuff like that. A side is a little bit more calming, you know, just like, it's like GYN section 2, where people who come in is mainly females, and you know, they stay. I don't know how they do it like at your facility, like I said, but that's what happened at my place. And triage is like, triage is on your foot. Like, the first day I worked in triage, I literally had to come home and soak my foot because my foot was this is my foot. Like, I'm like, Jesus gosh. But yeah, anyways, the soup cold, so I could just talk for real. So I love working in the ED. I really do. The work is fine, work is okay, apart from the people that might try to bully your girl, but your girl is not gonna let nobody bully her. Hello? Clock that. Clock that. Yo, I want to do that TikTok dance. It's probably old right now, but the Shamar dance, I want to do it like, he got a big clock that. Like, I want to do it so bad. But I always feel like I embarrass myself on TikTok when I go, because I want to do all these dances and people probably look at me like, this girl, why should I go sit down and find something within her range, you know, but I'm lucky. So that's work. I don't really have anything else that's going on for me in my life. However, I bought a Bible. I'm so happy. I'm so proud of myself. And you're probably like, this girl happy such a buy one Bible. Yes, because if you know, I'm really trying to, you know, make something spark a little bit more. And I had a Bible in my house. Excuse me, not some gas station. But yeah, I had a Bible, but it's literally like this, yay big. But you know, like when you used to go to school and you carry that in your bag, that's the type of Bible. So I wanted an adult, I wanted a woman Bible, I wanted a big woman Bible, like here. I wanted to open up my Bible and the enemy can say, yeah, don't come in this room because she have our Bible on Psalm 100. Yeah, I can't do that with the little Bible because I can't even see the words in the Bible to how tiny the Bible is. So that's that. Anyway, so my Bible, and I'm yet to really go in there and read it and all of that jazz, but I'm really excited. And about several stuff, I don't know if I should talk about what I really want to do because I don't know when I want to post this video, but I'm gonna keep it safe and just not say anything because I feel like it's a surprise, you know what I mean? So I'ma zip it. If you follow me on TikTok and I have you in my close friends, then you kind of would have gotten a little synopsis or a little clue of what I'm talking about. But apart from that, yeah, what are your thoughts on having close friends? Like, do you believe that I should just post and not care with people on my regular main page, or I should still have a close friends? Because I don't know, I feel like people are so judgmental sometimes, and I just would want to post something and not really get really much of a reaction. But just like what I'm doing now, I'm talking to you guys, and I hope that you guys will appreciate a video like this and not kind of just like, oh god, this girl is a chat off my ears type vibe. But yeah, so what's your take on close friends and how are you guys? Like, tell me what was good, what's really good. I mean, I don't want to talk too much on politics because I've learned never to talk much about politics and religion, so I'm just gonna keep it shut. But I feel like God knows what's best right now, and that's all I can say. I'm just tired. Like, at one point I was saying, you know what, let that person win and whatever, because you know that's what I thought would be, you know, better for me, or that's what I think is better. But then when I see it goes the other way, I'm just like, oh my gosh, God must know why. And then now when I'm seeing a little bit of clippings on TikTok of people saying, you know, if that person, you know, I mean, it's obvious who I'm talking about because you're not living under a rock. So if that person, when they're saying something about, oh, it being, you know what, let me just not, I said I'm not gonna say anything on it. Let me just not say anything about it because I so far have a warm community. I don't want us to be throwing stones and tomatoes at each other because of my opinion or perspective. I hope it still can remain a safe space. I was taking it very personal, and I've started trying to respect people's opinion and decision. So if you decide, say, oh, that's what you want to do, I can't be mad at you, I can't dislike you, or, you know, yeah, but it's what it is. I'm just praying for the best and hoping for the best, and I believe that God is in control of everything and God makes no mistake. So whatever, I don't think that it could have turned out any other way if it wasn't how God wanted it, and that's just that, you know what I mean? So we're going to sit tight and watch what's going to happen and trust that, you know, this is it. There's nothing that we can do. You know, if you did something, you played your part, but you cannot be the writer and the finisher of the book at the same time, or however that saying goes, right? So that's that with politics. Nothing really. For my personal life, somewhat I feel like I have been focusing too much on one thing. I haven't been up there mentally, to be honest. I've just been like thinking too much into like one thing, and I've kind of somewhat neglected my real personal goals. Like, I wanted to be hitting the gym harder. I wanted to be like getting back on track with my driving license and lessons at the same time. I wanted to be more consistent on YouTube, but I can't be consistent on YouTube because there's nothing for me to post right now because I literally just go to work and come home and sleep. So what am I gonna really record? You know what I mean? So I'm kind of sad because I really want it to be a point where I can come with weekly videos or something of that sort, but it doesn't make sense. I don't have that fun life. I wish I did, but I don't have that fun life. I don't be going out every weekend and drinking up and living it up, and no, I'm really just a boring person. I like that because it's like I'm not missing out anything. Like, life hard and expensive, you know? Life is really hard and expensive. Like, the other day I was on the bus and the lady telling me that if I walked to my seat, I couldn't get a transfer. I had to ask for the transfer right then and there. And the transfer is for another bus, right? And in order for me to go on another bus, I'd have to pay $3 if I didn't get the transfer. And I refused. I didn't want to go on the next bus because I'm not going to spend $3, because that $3 could be used for another day of taking the bus. You understand? So why I don't pay $3 to take your bus, and I just want a transfer now to go on another bus? And I forgot that I was going to do that because I didn't have that in my mind, on my agenda for the day. And the lady is going to tell me that no, I have to ask for it upon arrival. I'm still on the bus, you know, people, and I just pay my money. But she said, no, I have to ask for it right then and there. So I said, okay, fine. I did not do that business that day because I'm like, nope, I'm not going to come off the bus and go pay just to go 3 stops to my house. Like, nah, I'll just let that be for another day. Anyways, so nothing much have changed. But I did get my navel piercings. I got my tummy pierced, finally. And what else? I had something else to tell you. Oh, Jesus me. I got my navel pierced. But there was something else that I wanted to tell you guys. I don't remember. I got my navel pierced. That's for the most part. And I'm actually excited about that because I've been wanting to get my navel pierced for the longest. So I finally got my navel pierced, and oh, I actually went to a dermatologist and I have been getting treatment for my skin, so that's good news as well. And I have been seeing improvement and results and stuff like that, and I do plan to share my skincare journey. Like, it's gonna be, when you see where I'm gonna come from with my face, oh girl, my skin was falling off. I'm somewhat embarrassed to come and post those pictures of my face, but it's growth, okay? So I'm gonna be showing you guys my skincare journey, but I want to wait until my skin is really there. I'm not sure how long it's gonna take me because I want to do it before the year ends, but I still want to, because this is my natural face right now, but I still want to wait until it's, I won't say perfect, but good enough for me, and then I can show you guys the products that I've used and the process and all of that jazz. Okay, yeah, but that's the little update for me. Mentally, I haven't been so much up there. I feel like my best friend has moved. She moved to a different state, so I feel so drained. I feel really sad about that because it's like, I mean, not that we used to go out 24/10, but I just feel like the distance is kind of weighing on me now to know that, oh shoot, I can't just tell her that I'm coming over, or we can't plan something right then and there because, you know, we can't just do that because she's in a whole different state. Then secondly, my hairstylist also, who is my friend, because she's not just my hairstylist, she's actually my friend, you know, she's moving to out of state. Like, isn't that just amazing? So I'm like, I guess everybody's just leaving. Excuse me. I just guess everybody's just leaving me. So that has been taking a toll on me mentally because I'm like, people who I've genuinely developed a bond with is really just getting up and going. But I feel like this is also a part of life, you know, like you're gonna meet people and they're just gonna depart. And I'm very happy for both of them because they are elevating and they're unlocking new journeys of their lives. But it's just like, what about me? I'm kidding. They are grown and they are accomplishing everything and they are deserving of everything good, so I'm happy for them, but I'm just a baby, okay? And why are you leaving me behind? But I'm gonna go and look for them both. I was telling my hairstylist that I plan to just take a flight to come let you do my hair because, child, what? Now who's gonna do my hair? Who's gonna listen to me cry about my hair and mope about my indecisive ways? Because I'll sit in the chair the whole day and be like, you think this gonna fit me? No, it's not gonna fit me. Which color me fit do? What length? What size? What part? What this? Other people would literally be like, girl, you want to come back when you make up your mind? But she really rock with me, and she really just deal with me, and it's never a ill vibe or bad vibe or quiet vibe when I'm with her. Like, we talk. Yeah, she was the one I actually went to get my piercing done. What else I was gonna say? But apart from me being sick, that's that. I wanted to get back into reading. I wanted to focus more on going to the gym or gaining the pound that I wanted or two. And I wanted to just like evolve. I really don't want, my biggest problem right now, guys, is being consistent. Like, I'll be doing so good, taking my supplements, doing all that jazz, and then just fall right back in that pit. Like, I hate that for myself. Like, I really want to be consistent and just do what I need to do for real and do that for good. But I'm still giving myself some grace and, you know, taking it easy on myself. But that's just a little update with me personally. You know, work is still like kicking my butt, but it's what it is. The cold and me is not the best of friends. Like, I don't like the cold, but it's what it is also. So I think that's pretty much it. Oh, I'm excited about the sales coming up. There's some Sephora sales going on, but what I want, I'm not, it's really out of, hold on, my partner is calling me. Anyways, hold on, guys. But that's that. What else I wanted to talk about? Yeah, I mean, I love that the winter is coming now, just for Christmas. Like, that's the only time of the year I really look forward to. Well, I'm not gonna lie. I really just love Christmas, even though I'm not a kid anymore, so it's not like I'm gonna be flooded with a lot of gifts. It's more on the different side where I'm buying gifts for people now, which is like, oh my god. But it's not only just about gift giving, it's a lot more deeper than that. I feel like sometimes people take the meaning out of the holidays and it's like they just screw it up. Like, you know, they screw it all up, and it's really not just about Santa. And to me, it's never was about Santa. Like, I'm Caribbean, so Santa, there was no chimney for Santa to come down through. We never have no chimney, so I never grew up knowing about Santa for my Christmas. But I wanted to talk about some other stuff. What can we talk about? Don't mind how much clothes I have on. Like I said, I love to be warm. Let me ask you something. Do you believe that a woman can change a guy? Like, change how he acts and stuff like that? I want to know that. And I want to know what's your take on the mom being in the driver's seat versus the wife. What else would I want to hear from you guys? I don't know. So let's talk about those two things for right now, and then maybe I can just hang this up. But for the, what was the first thing was that? I don't even remember. Child. What was it, Zorian? What may I ask the people them say? Jesus Christ. This is embarrassing. Ask them, oh yeah, if a female can change a man. Right. Do you guys believe that? Because I was on TikTok and I saw people saying that, you know, it all depends. I believe that if a guy wants to do something, he will do it. And I also believe that the right person, excuse me, I also believe that a female can change someone too, for good and bad. What you think? I think so. Because, alright, say for instance, you meet a guy. It's just like how some girls are going to be like, oh, their heart turned cold to a man and stuff like that. I feel like it's because the guy changed them for the worse though. Like, they hurt them, and so they thought that they're not being loyal or vulnerable or submissive to another guy because that person hurt them or whatever. Say I over here changing you and telling you, oh, communicate better, doing this. I feel like it also have to go in connection with if the guy actually want to get changed, you know. Because what if he's just a mule? What if I'm just stubborn and be like, no girl, not gonna tell him what to do? Then that's that. But I also believe that a female has the power of changing a guy if, you know, for the better. I do. What was the second thing? What's the thought on if the guy mom is always in the front, or not always in the front, but what's just my take on it? I personally think it's just something out of respect, and let me know in the comments, like, what do you think about it? But I feel like it has to do with respect. I feel like if I know that the mother respects me enough, then it shouldn't bother me, because it's gonna be like, okay, I respect you to know that you're elderly and you are, you know, queen, or you are her, you can get the seat. It's the seat, but it's a seat, you know. But it's what you do with it, because it's just like how I was talking to someone the other day, and we were saying the president doesn't want to be elected as president for the money or whatever. It's just because they want that world power. Like, they want to have that feeling of authority to say, yeah, I'm the Don Dada. You get what I'm trying to say? So I feel like if the mom goes into the seat with that mindset that, you know what, I'm that girl, I should be in the seat, then we're gonna have an issue there. But if it's just like, you know, we're both just looking at it as a seat and you can sit there because probably you have arthritis and something, you have a bag of cane or whatever, you probably not have to be sickly, but just look at it like a seat and not look at it that you are more than me. Like, we're not gonna do that comparison thing. I feel like we're both as equally important in the person's life. If you let go your son and let him know that, okay, you're now in the world and you're a grown man and I'm not your provider anymore, or I can't give you the things that your wife can give you, then yeah, no problem. But it has to do with respect on all three parties. Like, the son have to know his level and his place to know that, okay, mom, this is my wife, what regardless, you know, you speak with her with respect, blah blah blah, and you treat her with respect as well. The mother, same way, the female, just the same. So she's not gonna have an attitude and be like, oh, tell your mom to go to the back and stuff like that. No, I don't feel like I would tell someone to go to the back seat, but I feel like all the time, so like, maybe not all the time, and maybe it all depends. Like, if you're sickly, definitely. If you have the respect, definitely. If it's mutual, where I say no, you can have it, definitely, you know. But I don't feel like it should be a case where all the time it's a case where you're fighting for the seat, or you're making it look like, oh, because you are the mother, why you're sitting there. Like, just sit there, just sit down. You want to go where you're going, just sit in the seat. All right, I think I'm getting overly passionate about this, but yeah, that's my take on that. Let me know what you think about it. I don't want this video any longer than this. I think it's already too long. Oh, Zoran, you're talking too much over nonsense. But I want to tell you guys thanks as well, because I've seen that I've been growing tremendously. We are so close to 1,000 subscribers as well, guys, and it's just because of the content. I think it's my nursing related videos, like my CNA content and my tips and advice that I've been posting. That's where I'm getting a lot of my views and engagement. So right now I have been seeing a lot of new followings and subscribers, and I really must say thank you guys so much for this engagement. I'm sorry that I'm not as consistent or a regular poster, but like I said, it's not because I don't want to post, it's just because my life is just as boring. Like, I don't be doing anything, and you're gonna eventually get tired of me talking about the same thing all day every day. So I really try to wait until I have something to post, then I come on here and talk. Wow, the ring light is really starting to bother my eyes because I'm not really seeing you guys so clear anymore. But I think I'm going to go ahead and close out this video. I'm wondering if I had anything else to say or share, but I don't know if this was boring. Should I post this? I don't know if this was boring to you guys. Like, I don't know. Maybe I should do a part 2 and talk about other topics. Maybe me talking about work was boring, and I don't know, but that's all I do in my life though. That's all I do. Work. You know what? Good night. Good night, guys, and thank you so much for watching. If you made it all the way thus far, comment some teddy bears. Mwah. Until next time, guys. Bye.